she's still good. This changes things significantly. Camera always doesn't project how hard it's raining usually. Maybe it's picking it up because it's a little bit darker right now. We're actually about an hour past what should have been sunrise, and maybe 45 minutes, but anywho, it should be nice and daylight outside, and y'all can see it's still really dark looking. And I'm not really sure if y'all can see in front of me up there, but it is raining. It's been raining now for about 15 minutes or so. And Matt just hollered at me and told me we got a 1/4 inch rain already. Mickey's not here right now. He had a doctor's appointment, and he'll be here later. But man, we've done got gollywog with a thunderstorm this morning that we wasn't supposed to have, and I don't know, it's not looking good for the home team right now, guys. That one was close too. So we're sitting still right now.
Can't be scared. Hell, it ain't gonna hit you but one day.
We're surely y'all could have heard that. I guess we're letting this storm pass, see what it's fixing to do or whatever, or what it's gonna finish doing, but the lightning got to popping so bad around us here, we had to shut down, boom down, try and let this thing pass and then see if we can go back to work. But we're done over 3/4 of an inch. We're probably knocking almost an inch of rain now. So fun times for sure. See if y'all can watch this lightning here. It was starting to ease up a little bit the last minute. Oh, it's got bad again. We had one just hit it. I mean, it had to been within a 1/4 mile of us or less. It was, you saw the bright light and then you heard the thunder. I mean, it was just almost simultaneously. Not sure. Yeah, y'all can kind of see a little bit the radar over there. Let's see if I can bring it closer to y'all. You can see the blue dot. That's where we're at. The big line is done come and hit us. I mean, pretty well centered right up on us. And now it's got this little tail building in behind it. So while we wait, we're gonna drink some coffee. Well, our little thunderstorm is passed. We're back to work. We've received basically 1 6/10 inches of rain, just a touch over 1.5 inches. So what we're doing now, I wouldn't call this shoveling by no means. I'm doing what I call working the ground, meaning I'm not letting my skidder skid right out from behind me. I'm making him sit and wait till I get a row completely finished, and then I'm going to let him in here and skid from back to front. You protect your ground doing it that way, and it may be a little sloppy, but instead of being a little sloppy and going deep down in the ground, you'll usually have just a little sloppy and nothing deep. So the foresters won't say anything to you, and you'll be able to continue to work. But this piece right here is a separated piece from the stand that we've been cutting. It's all under the same contract, kind of, but it was planted a year younger, and it's a different type of pine tree. Where what we've been cutting has been a loblolly pine tree. This is a slash pine tree. Slash is a little bit more brittle, usually weighs better, but this stuff here has been killed by the hurricane last year. It is impressive to me how badly this is tore up and tore down, where it had, I mean, it's you know, it was 13 years old, and 13 years old, and hadn't never been thinned, so it was thicker than, you know, y'all get out. And he tore it up as bad as he did. I mean, there's probably more blowdown in this than most any of the other thinning stands we've been cutting so far. I get back into another bad patch of it. We'll show you what's going on. It's quite impressive. Difference in this and what y'all saw me do back whenever we were doing the clear cutting is what few trees are still good, I'm leaving them. It's almost a clear cut though. It probably needs to be clear cut. You know, this is going to be so open now that any any wind you get, any windstorm you get within the next year, it's really going to damage this stand. And it's going to be so open, it's going to be so weak, so vulnerable to wind damage. That it really just needs to go ahead and be clear cut. But that's not my decision to make. We just cut the trees, put them on the ground. notice how he pushed it and pulled right there. The wood is really slick, and you saw the mud caking up on the wheel, on the tires. It was extremely, extremely muddy at this point. We really had no business fooling around here, but I had the wood cut. It was on the ground, and we had to get it because there was more rain on the way. If we did not get it down, we were never going to get it up, and it would probably rot. So I rolled the dice and decided we'll have a few ruts and no wood left behind. I think we're almost to the point where we're fixing to piss on our fire and call in our dogs. We officially have received somewhere between 1 3/4 and 2 inches of rain so far this morning. It has definitely made a big change in our ground. We're making a little bit of wood, but we're right on that bitter end, that fine edge of not tearing the ground up or tearing the ground up. Regardless of if you call it tore up or not, it looks like crap, and I don't do crappy work, so. Y'all can see Michael's tires there. It's more or less just sloppy up inside of them, but I don't know, y'all. I think what we got going on is down here at the end of this access, we have a road change. The roads are running this way, down right here where we're currently setting, and down there where the access goes, it's another stand of timber. And I'll show you on the map in a minute, but the roads go to running just like this access is down there. So I went and cut a road through that a while ago, like I was showing y'all or explaining to y'all, it's a different stand, it's slashed and everything else. So it's more tore up from the hurricane because of the it just being a more brittle timber. But the good thing with slash is y'all can see that right there with Mickey. And it would be like that regardless if we was running on it or not. That stuff just delimbs so much easier than this other stuff. That right there, this stuff is like I said, it was planted in 2007, so it's 1 year older than what we're cutting. And there'd be no way in the world you'd be. I'll try and get a little clip of the drag in a minute whenever Michael gets, because I got about another half a load cut of the loblolly stuff. But I think we're to the point where we're fixing to have to call it off. We got Iceman loaded, that's number 4. Puppy should be showing back up, and that should clean our woods up, and that's gonna be number 5 for today. So, I mean, it ain't a complete loss for the day, but it's not a good day neither. And the bad thing is they don't show this rain pushing out till sometime Friday, and today is Tuesday. All right, so what we're looking at here is the Timbermatic inside the cutter here. Turn that off. But y'all see this little line that kind of runs right in there. It's hard for me to point it out on camera, but this little line, it runs right there. And then up beside where I've got wood cut, and then you can see where Michael is skidding. That's the down row I've got cut over there. And y'all can see how it just kind of loops all the way back around. It comes out over here. All of this stuff is another age class, and then everything around it, which we're only cutting up to this road. So everything here, and then all this down here, and then everything that we've already cut over here, that is a whole other age class on everything. And but yeah, this right here is it's slash, and it's like I said, it's just a it don't have the limbs on it, and it's a more brittle timber. But for whatever reason, it's a slower growing timber. I say slower growing. It don't get as fast as loblolly. It tends to stay a smaller diameter and get taller and weigh like twice as much sometimes as a loblolly tree. So I can't get out there and show y'all because, surprise, surprise, it's raining again. But you see how he's actually having to run that stuff through his box. We'll watch him. We'll let y'all watch him pick up a bucket. But we have officially pissed the fire, and we're calling the dogs.
I should tell it must be rained out already. I ain't heard them on the CB.
Watch, you'll see you can pick that mess up. You see how hairy that stuff still is?
Like right when a lightning storm started.
That's what I'm talking about. That's loblolly.
38 o'clock, that was gone.
It's got double the limbs, and it's like they're like rubber. They just won't come off of there. Anyway, guys, thank y'all so much for watching today's video. Make sure to go down below, hit that like button, subscribe button, everything else. Hopefully y'all enjoyed today's content. If you didn't, I apologize. I'll try better the next video. If you would like a shirt, shirts are on sale down in the description below. You will find a link. Go down there, buy a shirt, support me, my job, the channel, all that above. So, that's all we got for today, guys. I know it's not the best video ever. When it's raining like this, man, it's hard to get a good video for y'all. But we'll watch him run that. He's actually cutting his tops off this time. I don't know why he didn't cut that last bunch of tops off. He had a short one fall down, and he couldn't back it back up in that limber. So then he had to go all the way around to the box, in the box, through the box, out of the box, across the trailer, and in his pile on the other side over there. Alright, y'all, once again, thank y'all so much. Till next video, we'll catch y'all next time, baby.